Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will put it away to start the game. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Using his legs, it's Hill. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this, one of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. defense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That's caught. It's Lewis. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Porter. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With the catch, it's Porter. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Ohio State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, the running back has it. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Trying to keep the drive alive. Can't get him to the ground.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oregon.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air, it's Sayin. The throw to the outside is complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Lewis. There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line. They keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get on the other side of the field, now set up on the 2-yard line.
And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore to the air. Still looking on the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. To the air, it's Sayin. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Turning it on! We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He might want another play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Lewis. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Free up the gut. Touchdown Buckeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's low. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. With the catch, it's Moore. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes. He'll find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They'll run the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Big kick here. Can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The play action fake. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to scramble. He'll blow it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And how about that? They throw a hitch route on 3rd to pick up the 1st. Quarterback, great job getting it out of his hands quickly. Awesome timing, no hesitation. And because of that, he put it on his guy quickly. He had some space, and he was able to turn upfield and get the 1st down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Fielded in the end zone, it's low. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Leaves it with the back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Takes the handoff. It's Harris. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here we go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Trying to get it to the mark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll run play action. Floating away. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's low. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback will keep it. Runs for the tackle. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He goes out of bounds, stops short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off.
That keeps the score. Ohio State 38, Oregon 12.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam line, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Moore to the air. And down he goes, and that's gonna do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Coming into this one, we won.